Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Bart.
Happy new month.
Yeah, whatever. You know, it's okay to be depressed with this weather.
50 degrees.
It's okay. It's okay to be depressed. It's normal to feel depressed because of the damn cloud cover for one straight month. So, it's supposed to rain all day?
All day.
All day. But next
Yes.
week's going to be beautiful.
Yes, a soaking rain is expected to affect all of the JTV viewing area.
Great.
For most of the day, we could get 3/4 to 1 inch of rain. They're calling it a soaking rain as a low pressure system moves up from the south. So it's
Nice.
raining now, and it will rain all day.
Nice. Now, you had a cough yesterday. I
Yeah,
wasn't
thanks.
watching, but Lumen Christi football coach Sean Brogan texted me saying that you were in desperate need of a cough drop.
I was.
You had a coughing fit on TV yesterday.
Some sort of allergy-induced cough system has infected me over the last 3 days, and I've taken the COVID test, and it's negative. So that's the first thing, and really, I didn't realize
That's the first thing you do.
cough is one of the first symptoms of COVID. So that was, as soon as I found that out, I took the COVID test. But negative, that's good. Yeah, it was awful.
I heard. So, but you're feeling much better today.
Well, I still have the cough, so
Okay.
we'll
so
see.
you won't do as much talking.
Whoever's on the afternoon show in the last two positions,
Yeah.
don't know.
Be careful.
Come prepared to talk a lot.
Be careful.
Why don't you come fill in for me?
Well, you know, it's too long. I don't have 2 hours like you do. It's a voting day, right?
Election day
Election
for
day.
voters in 2 school districts in Jackson County, Concord and Western. Western hopes voters approve a bond proposal that would build a new K-5 school, replacing the current Antique 3 schools.
Yeah, and Concord is seeking a $9.5 million that will go towards STEM instruction for all grades out at Concord. You know, I was talking to someone about voting yesterday, and we were talking how people don't vote. I think it should be a crime if you don't vote.
There you go.
What do you think?
It's probably a crime.
Now,
of
I
some
understand it's not a law; it's a right.
It's a right.
But don't you think it should be a law? I think it should be a law.
I wish more people voted. I don't know if it can be mandated.
Why couldn't it be?
I don't know, but it's unfortunate because in some cases, a small minority decides for the majority, and it shouldn't be that way.
And,
it's a democracy. We should all be voting.
In Australia, there's a $55 fine if you don't vote in
There we
state and
go.
local elections, and if you don't provide a good reason. So we have all these laws. We have all these things we have to do, right? We have to pay
Right.
taxes, this, that, and the other. Why don't we have to vote? I think we should have to vote.
Well, it should be easier to vote. We should do it on a day when people aren't working. Doing it on a Tuesday, crazy.
And why do you only have one day?
One day,
right?
crazy.
300 plus million people, and we're going to give you a one day.
In some countries,
doesn't
you have a
make
whole
sense.
week, you have a whole month. That would be, and there's systems in place in other places where it's easier to vote, but not in the good old U.S. of A.
No. So get out and vote.
And in Grass Lake Charter Township, voters are being asked to approve a fire millage, a renewal, and also a replacement millage for equipment. So if you're in Concord, Western, or Grass Lake, vote. Vote today.
Vote today. Vote today. On Sunday, Spring Arbor University, they celebrated the legacy of longtime tennis coach Terry Darling. And they had a great event out at Spring Arbor honoring, well, we have some photos at some point. But yeah, so David Darling, he'll be taking over for his father, and who's been the coach since 1980
Wow.
out there. And Terry actually played tennis from 75 to 78 out there, and we'll have some pictures later on in the show.
It's the Darling Family Tennis Dynasty at Spring Arbor University.
Yeah, so it was a good event. We have some, we'll have some photos later in the show of that.
Oh, here they are.
No, I don't want them now. I want them later.
Oh, you want them later? Well, they're here now. Let's do it. Here they are. There they are, the Darlings. You know what? They're a darling family.
That's what I was going to say.
They really are.
Yeah. So great event out at Spring Arbor. Some cool news out of Michigan Center. You know, they've suffered, some tragedy, a lot of tragedy out there, and the families and students were not ready to paint over the Spirit Rock yet. So Lester Brothers, they have donated their time and effort and donated a new rock out there. So Lester Brothers brought a new rock for the Cardinals. So
That's the original existing rock
Correct.
that's been there. They don't want to disturb it. So we'll have a new rock for future Spirit painting. That's really nice of Lester Brothers. Last week you, I think every day, talked about student loan debt, so I thought maybe you want to talk about it one more day. I did some research.
I know I don't have any.
Actually, it's a big deal in the state of Michigan. Guess how much student loan debt Michigan residents have right now?
All right, so $4 trillion.
51 billion.
Okay, I was close.
Yeah. 1.4 million Michiganders have student loan debt. The average student that leaves college in Michigan, average debt for a student that leaves college in Michigan today is $36,000.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's nice.
right out of the gate.
And like I have been flip-flopping on back and forth, I think that money needs to be paid back.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see what you think tomorrow.
It doesn't matter what I think. It just matters what Joe
I know,
Biden
you know,
thinks.
it's-
Like, honestly, like, it really only matters what the White House thinks
That's right.
when it comes to this. So we can talk about it all we want, but it really is. It's up to Joe Biden. It seems like.
It is. Dr. Fauci is coming to Ann Arbor this weekend.
Wow.
He's speaking at the University of Michigan commencement, and already there are people planning protests.
Well, let's not. What are we paying him to do this? $1 million?
I don't know.
I think the speaking fee, and people are just, people are tired. Some people are tired of Dr. Fauci, and here we are after the pandemic.
Well, we're
You're-
tired of COVID. We're tired of
Yeah.
the Ukraine war. We're tired of. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. But you can be tired about it, but it still exists.
You can be tired about it, but you don't have to have the guy speak at the commencement to bring it all back up. But hey, what are you going to do?
I would be interested in hearing what he has to say. And
Do you think he'll wear a mask?
I don't know. Maria Shriver. There's two commencements. They're having a bring back commencement for people who graduated during the pandemic
Oh,
and
nice.
didn't get to walk.
Very
so
nice.
Maria Shriver is the speaker of that one.
Maria Shriver.
Maria Shriver, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold. Yeah, I knew that. Arnold Schwarzenegger's. Are they still married?
Yes.
Great.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Noah thinks they're divorced, but I
No.
think they're still
I
married.
think they are still
Yeah.
married. Yeah.
You've seen those pedal pubs?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, they have one in Ann Arbor. Where did we see one?
We've seen them all over.
Here's one after it was picked up after
Oh my
being
goodness.
tipped over. Driver of this pedal pub was arrested Saturday night. The vehicle crashed with 15 passengers aboard. All of them were injured.
All were injured?
All were injured. The bike in question tipped over as riders negotiated a turn. The driver was charged with DUI.
Ah.
It was quite the mess. Apparently, there were a couple of serious injuries, but none life-threatening.
I enjoy seeing the bachelorette parties on those, driving around the cities and stuff like that. I have never been on one. I've never done one.
I've never been on one
Nope,
either.
And I think I'm getting close to the age where I probably won't be ever riding one of those.
No,
So-
I've been behind them in traffic, and they're quite annoying.
They are quite
Yeah,
annoying.
they're
but
loud.
yeah.
People are drunk. They're slow.
It's only a matter of time before we have one of those here in Jackson.
Actually, didn't we have one once? Like for a minute?
Did
For a special.
Yeah,
Did we?
there was one.
They came here.
Yeah, one came over from Ann Arbor.
Oh, nice.
It was the library was having, I don't know, something at the same time. It was maybe the library's anniversary, or it was something connected to the library, but I don't know. We'll have to do the research on that. Do you think it's too early to plan for Mother's Day?
No.
No, it's not. And if you are planning on going out for Mother's Day, for dinner, lunch, brunch, breakfast, it might be too late. According to Open Table, reservations are skyrocketing, and it might be tough to get a reservation. Mother's Day is the most popular day to dine out in the United States.
Really?
But do you think mothers want to?
No.
No, most just want to celebrate at home.
Do you know why? Yeah, well, but the men would be stuck doing the cooking.
Yeah.
So that's why
Right.
the restaurants are so popular. Hey, it's time for Love Living in Jackson, presented by Heather Herndon, and we should have some images that go along with that. Heather Herndon, Love Living in Jackson. Heather's going to highlight a few things for us today. One of Heather's favorite spots is the Oak Tree Lounge and their delicious food, located at 617 Oak Street. Check them out for lunch or dinner. And Heather's also got some info on Lumen Christi today. Minds blossom and spirits grow at Jackson Catholic Schools, where they receive an education like no other. Register today and give your child the gift of quality education. That's Love Living in Jackson, presented by Heather Herndon and the Herndon team.
I wonder what
Thanks,
the
Heather.
soups are today at
I
the Oak
love
Tree.
Oak Tree, so I'm glad Heather has reminded us about that.
Yeah.
Today's show is also brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishing. Now in their third generation of being family owned and operated, they pride themselves on providing quality brand name furniture at affordable prices. Thanks to Vermeulen's for helping us bring you today's show.
Yes, they do. The most popular restaurant for Mother's Day, dining out in terms of cuisine,
Sizzler?
it's tied, American and Italian.
Applebee's and Olive Garden.
Olive Garden's going to be really busy.
It will
on
be, and
Mother's Day.
Applebee's as well. Very good.
Yeah, Applebee's.
You ever been there?
Years ago.
I was there probably more recent than anyone on staff. We were away on a tournament, and it was connected to the hotel I stayed at.
Oh,
So I had Applebee's.
yeah, that's great. Lucky you. The Applebee's in Jackson is also, it's a secret, but if you want to order Olga's Kitchen food, it's now available via DoorDash in Jackson, but it's actually coming from Applebee's.
Oh, you know about all the secret ghost kitchens in
do.
Jackson.
I do. I want to know where it's coming from. I mean, these places pop up, it's like, where is it really being made?
I have one. I do one.
What?
Yeah, a lot of people do. You just come up with the name of the restaurant, and then you sell it on DoorDash. I do that.
There's a company now that's creating these concepts, pancakes, french fries, 20, 30 different ones that they license to restaurants all over the country, and that's their secret restaurant, Ghost Kitchen, and it's a big business right now. Yeah. I don't know, are we going to have much in the way of high school sports today with this?
We were
rain?
hoping so. The JTV sports team has a couple interviews set up with Grass Lake track coach today and Michigan Center track coach. But, you just don't know. You just don't know with the weather. So we were out a little bit last night, but we'll be out when we can. But according to the forecast, these scores will be all we have. And let's get to can we throw the scoreboard right up, Noah? Let's throw the scoreboard right up. Baseball, Addison 4, East Jackson 1.
You don't have this. You
I don't have
the
it.
script.
No, I don't have it. I thought I'd even it out today. Grass Lake 14, Vandercook Lake 0, Michigan Center, they beat Napoleon 3-2. Hanover over Michigan Center 7-3. And Pinckney took 2 from Jackson.
You really don't have the script?
No, I really don't have it.
Oh.
Yeah, I really don't have it. There's softball. East Jackson over Addison. Addison won the second game. Grass Lake, they beat Vandercook Lake very handily, 17-0 and 18-2. And Napoleon, they beat Michigan Center twice. And Manchester.
Bree Saltz and Emily Guthrie each had home runs for
Very nice.
Grass Lake.
Very nice.
Wow.
Marshall, they were victorious in track and field as the boys and girls both beat Northwest and Lumen Christi. And in girls soccer, Grass Lake 8, Jackson Christian 0. We'll have some highlights of that game later on our website. Michigan Center and Quincy tied at 1, and Lenawee Christian beat Springport 2-0.
Late edition, Lumen Christi beat Northwestern girls tennis 7-1.
And here's what's coming up tonight. Again, all subject to weather, so stick with our website. We'll let you know if that stuff is going on or not. And that's on deck. Thanks to Extreme Dodge for helping us bring you those scores and schedules.
Today's show is being brought to you by Jackson's Playhouse. Think about Jackson's Playhouse for your next party, your children's birthday event. They can take care of everything. They have themed party packages. Their birthday party options are available to browse, and you can even book them online. Check them out. Visit jacksonsplayhouse.com to reserve your date today. Located in the Summit Oaks Mall, Ferguson Corners, near Knight Steakhouse. Jackson's providing a safe, fun, and imaginative play space in Jackson. Who's on the show today?
Today we have Lucian Leone from Jackson Catholic Schools, and Lucian will join us right after this break.
Registration is now open for Jackson YMCA Summer Day Camp. The camp is about learning skills, developing character, and making friends. Every new experience at day camp is a chance for kids to stay active, address gaps in learning when school's not in session, and have fun. Open to ages 4 to 14. Sign up for just 1 week or all 10 at jacksonymca.org.
The days are getting warmer. That means it's a great time to get outside and get active.
Did you know exercising outdoors increases vitamin D production, which helps improve our mood and boosts our immune systems and more?
Whether it's a stroll in the park, a round on the golf course, or an hour in the garden, getting active does your body a lot of good. Be sure to enjoy these beautiful days. Go out and get active today.
The Center for Family Health has been opening the door to healthcare for all in Jackson County for more than 30 years.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is empowering, powering both your home and your business. Change is progress, with a modernized grid that can detect outages and restore power within seconds. Change is reliable. We're talking preventing over 35,000 outages last year reliable. And change is enduring, like our dedication to keep your power running, just as it should. Consumers Energy, a force for you, a force of change.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over
Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. Museum Day is happening, and it's happening on Saturday, and this is free, Saturday, May 7th. Visit your favorite Jackson museums on Museum Day, again, for free, Saturday between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And for a list of all those participating, please visit experiencejackson.com.
What museum are you going to go to?
You know, I'm not sure yet. Probably the Elishar Museum.
Our first guest on the show today is the Director of Enrollment Management at Lumen Christi Catholic School, Lucian Leone. Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
And right off the bat, you have you have a news announcement about.
Yes. Yeah, I was just mentioning that it just got announced, I think in the last day or so, that Sean Brogan, who's been a longtime teacher at Lumen Christi, is going to be our new assistant principal.
Wow,
great.
congratulations.
So,
Yeah,
Did Sean call you yesterday afternoon
He
complaining
prob-
about my cough?
he did. He texted me, but he probably was wondering why I didn't text him saying congratulations on his new position. So
Congratulations, Sean.
congratulations on your new position, and thank you for watching. But it's great to have someone with a long history with the school, with the kids.
Yep.
You know, have more of a leadership role.
Yeah, it really is. And, you know, and I know you've already had Stephanie on and her kind of changing roles into being
Sure.
in charge of kind of academics for all 4 schools. This really gives us some great continuity at leadership, at the leadership level at Lumen Christi. So I think it's a really awesome change.
Nice. We're now in May and getting ready, really, in just a matter of days for your big May event.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to have our spring celebration, and I need to just let everybody know there's still still opportunity to buy tickets. And you could win for the spring raffle, which will be, I think it's $10,000 is the first prize. And of course, if people want to come, it's going to be Saturday, May 14th from 4 to 9 p.m. over at Lumen Christi, and it should be a lot of fun. I mean, they're going to have food trucks and dunk tanks and lots of cornhole and all kinds of, I think there's going to be music and really just some really good entertainment. So it should be a really fun way to spend a Saturday.
There's going to be one of those money machines. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun. A lot of fun.
And a dunk tank.
Yeah,
There's
the
a dunk tank, right?
yeah.
There is going to be a dunk
Yep.
tank.
Yeah, so that's exciting. Dunk tanks they're awesome. When's the last time you've seen a dunk tank?
I've seen a dunk tank from the inside.
Really?
Yeah, I've been in them.
Really?
Yeah. Have you ever done a dunk tank?
I have. Yeah, I did. I have done a dunk tank.
Are you looking for people for the dunk tank?
Well, you
Because
know, I'm sure we would always love volunteers for the
Yeah.
dunk tank. So
You know what? I think what really will make a splash, if you will, is the amount of staff. You know, it's a good
Yeah.
opportunity for the kids and parents to dunk the staff.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think stick to the staff.
you know,
Maybe Sean Brogan would be. You know, that'd be a good way for him.
I
to
would be surprised if he's not going to be in the dunk tank. But
you probably wouldn't make any money if Herb Brogan was in the dunk tank.
No, you'd be afraid.
Nobody,
exactly,
yes.
right.
Be afraid.
Nobody
Yeah.
would buy the softballs.
No, not doing it. Not doing it, Herb. But this.
or
this,
they might pay a lot of money and then intentionally miss
Yeah,
putting
yeah,
it because,
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. So this event, you know, is kind of taking place at the Spring Festival that happened, you know, before COVID and things like that. But the idea is get everyone together on campus and just have a good day, right?
Yeah, that's it. And what's really different about this event is this is really kind of like the first event of Jackson Catholic Schools,
Yeah.
because unlike in the past, you know, we've always had separate events for all the different schools, and this has always been a Lumen Christi event. And what's really neat about it this year is it's really for all 4 schools. And so we're trying to get people in the community to just understand that I really do think it's the case that we are better together, that
Yeah.
working together, we can just do so much in a much more positive way. Just like Stephanie kind of being able to now devote her time to helping make sure that the academics and the assessment is as strong as possible in all 4 schools, and really supporting the principals that way. So yeah, this is an event that really kind of highlights that step in that direction.
I think you brought some slides.
Maybe.
I think so. Yes.
I think we did.
Yes.
Oh yeah, so this is about just enrolling in your children in any of the Catholic schools, and so obviously we're talking about the fact that we are Catholic, and that you know, I was just talking to Karen about the fact that my parents' generation, your parents' generation, really had an appreciation for Catholic schools that unfortunately the current younger people just don't tend to have.
Sacrifice is the
That
word that
people
I
made
just-
sacrifices, exactly. So that as Karen was saying, her family moved to Jackson because of Lumen Christi, and her dad saying, "My kids are going to get a great Catholic education," and we need to somehow get that back instilled in the community. That this is really an important part of your family and kind of passing on the legacy of faith to your children.
A lot of schools have closed in the last 20 years all throughout the country because it's just so difficult and expensive to maintain a Catholic school system. So Jackson's very lucky to be able to continue because there's communities larger than Jackson that have lost their systems.
Yeah, it's true. And we're so blessed here in Jackson to have three really great elementary schools and preschools, and then one really great middle school, high school. It's an incredible system with great teachers. That what's so neat about this system is so many of the teachers actually are products of the school system. And the reason that they're teaching is because they just see what a difference it's made in their lives, and they really want to hand that on to another generation.
How has the spring enrollment season gone for Jackson Catholic Schools?
It's gone really well in the sense that a lot of our focus has been on just getting current families re-enrolled for next year, and we did a lot of work in the months of January and February and March to kind of help that happen, and we did really well there. So now our focus is really kind of reaching out to all the new families that haven't talked about us or maybe still considering where they want to send their kids. And so that's why we're doing events like Witness the Difference on Tuesday, May 10th.
Okay.
This is a Lumen Christi event.
Okay. Kind of Titan for a day type deal.
And Titan for the day. So
yeah.
we do these two. We often try to, when we can, we do them on the same day so that the moms and dads come at 9, and then we get a presentation from Stephanie, our principal, and I give them a tour. We talk to some of the staff, and that that goes till about 10:30. And if they'd like, they can stay for our all school mass, which is 10:30 to 11:30. But they don't have to. And then the kids come, and then they just spend a day with a classmate.
I saw you guys had 6th graders over at the school, kind of checking it
Yep.
out for Step Up Day. Are the 6th graders? What should they expect heading into the new school?
Well, that Step Up Day is great because we had it about a week or so ago where we had about 76 graders from the 3 elementary schools all kind of come over and spent the day, and we really just tried to put the focus on having some fun and getting to know the building and just to start to feel comfortable there, because it is, it's always amazing to me when you look at how little the 6th graders are and how big the 12th graders. It's like what happens over the course of those 6 years is just incredible growth on so many levels.
Right.
And so it can be a little bit intimidating when you're this, this tiny little 6th grader and you're in the same building with all these big people. But we really try to help them feel comfortable, and they typically have a really good experience, and they really did on Step Up Day.
That's awesome.
The school, of course, is tuition-based, and I know there are ways that you can help families through financial aid and scholarships.
Yeah, and it's not too late to apply for financial aid. So if you are, and the thing I would say is, if you're thinking at all about any of our Catholic schools, don't assume, I just can't afford it, because we do everything we can to make it as affordable as we possibly can. And so, though I can't promise anything, the thing I always encourage families to do is to apply, and we can tell them how much financial aid they can get, and then they can make an informed decision.
Great.
Thanks for being with us today, and we'll see you on the 14th.
That sounds great.
In the dunk tank.
In the dunk tank. Dr. Lucian Leone from Jackson Catholic Schools on the morning show. We'll be right back after this.
Smart here at Eminati's Frosty Boy. Are you hungry for a deal? Coney dogs just $3.99 over here. Doesn't make it full enough? Have an ice cream over here for $5.99. Want something more sporty? Get a flurry over here for $8.99. Better hurry up. Those prices are flying off the lot.
Smart, you can't sell ice cream for those prices. It's too much. You can't do it. It's too much. Eminati's Frosty Boy. We want to sell lots of dough.
Cookie dough!
Mauer's Sunshine Car Wash is proud to be a professional and fast service in the Jackson area. You can relax and let our friendly staff clean your vehicle to a shine. Open Monday through Saturday, 7:30 to 6:30, Sunday 9 to 5. Or use one of our many self-serve bays, great for all vehicles, car, truck, or bikes. Try our other locations. Brooklyn Auto Wash in Brooklyn, Center Wash on Page Ave, keeping your vehicle clean for over 25 years. Mauer's Sunshine Car Wash on Ann Arbor Road.
At Blair's Car Care, honesty and customer satisfaction have always been the most important thing for us. We have been serving loyal customers in Jackson County for almost 100 years. We do auto repair of all sorts, including tires, alignment, brakes, oil changes, and much more. For more information, please call 517-782-8116 or come stop by at 2424 Wildwood Avenue and experience for yourself what makes Blair's so special.
Well, having found an interest in wine, I quickly discovered that there wasn't really a lot of choices for good quality wine in Jackson, so if I wanted it done right, I had to do it myself. So with that in mind, I opened Cork and Cap and chose wines specifically to be pairing wines for your meal. We have wines in every price range from $5.99 to $599 if you wanted to go that way, but you don't need to. There's great wine. Most of the wine we sell is in the $10 to $15 a bottle range, and it works great with a variety of food. I guess over the years I've learned a lot about wine, and I love to share it. And could probably tell you a story about just about every bottle of wine we have here in the store. Thank you for supporting Jackson's local fine wine retailer, homebrewing, and winemaking supply store.
Witness the difference at Jackson Catholic Schools with a guided
Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. Saturday, May 21st is my 40th birthday and the Bark and Brew.
Happy birthday.
Keeley Park, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to it. So the Bark and Brew is happening again Saturday, May 21st at Keeley Park at the American One Event Center. It'll be from 1 to 6 p.m. There'll be great tastings, food trucks, and a doggy talent show, which I'm looking forward to. Thanks to TAC, thanks to Trips, thanks to everyone involved. Tickets on sale now.
Joining us now is one of the founders of the group People for the Parks and Trails of Jackson, Aaron Dimmick. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I think you're also the president of the group.
That's right. I am the president.
So talk about this group. Started a little over a year ago, correct? Or has it been 2 years already?
We are just under a year.
Under a year.
We officially got
Okay.
started in August of 2021.
Okay.
So we're coming up on our year anniversary. So we'll have to do a birthday party, I think, for ourselves.
It's amazing how much you guys have accomplished in that short time.
It's been really inspiring to see, and I have helped lead the efforts, but of course I can't do it without Andrew Sargent, and I have a board as well, and we have a lot of dedicated volunteers who come out to every event. So really cannot do it without them. It's really been a huge community collaborative effort, and it's amazing to see.
Here's some of your volunteers. Wow, that's a lot. Is this
Yes.
the
So
last
this
event?
was- Yeah, this was our most recent event. This was a collaboration with Grow Jackson at the MLK Center. So we are two community upstart nonprofits, so we thought it'd be good to collaborate. So we got both of our volunteers together, and almost 40 people came out to volunteer. So a lot of it was some hard labor in the garden, doing a lot of digging up, removing a lot of the weeds, and getting the garden ready for spring.
Some of the projects that you've been able to complete, I mean, really talk about kind of cleaning up the neighborhoods, really. What should people be aware of when they're using our parks and trails? How can they help out and keep things nice?
Yeah, part of our group is going out to do those maintenance projects, but the larger picture of it is we want people to take ownership over their public spaces, whether that's downtown, whether that's a sidewalk, whether that's the pedestrian trails, or if it's a park. So we just want people to take ownership over it and community pride in it. So myself, when I'm out and about, if I see a plastic bag or a water bottle, I take ownership and I pick it up. So we're hoping that by getting people involved in our parks and in our community, we'll have more community pride for our parks, and people will take more ownership over what we do here.
Got one event under your belt this year already, and the next one is coming up.
Yeah, we've actually had 2 events.
2 events?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So we were at Grover League Park, and then we did the Grow Jackson Garden. But then we have 2 more this May that we're very excited about. So coming up on the 7th is at Betsy Butterfield Park at 10 a.m. We're going to be doing some cleaning up of the gardens there and mulching the playground. It's a hopping spot as far as neighborhood parks go. So we want to...
It's where I grew up, and you live near there,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
It's a great park.
Yep, so there's a lot of traffic there, so we want to help support it. And then trash is a frequent problem on the MLK Equality Trail. So we want to do a cleanup there in late May, on May 25th at 6 p.m. We're going to be meeting at New Leaf Park. And kind of what we do is we divide the volunteers. Half of the people start at New Leaf Park and the other half go to the MLK Center. And then they meet in the middle and we pick up trash. And also another effort that we're doing right now is we want to raise funds. We are an official nonprofit, which is really exciting. But of course, with that kind of comes some upstart costs. So we want to take care of some things like that. But then we also want to get started with park improvements. We talked with the Parks and Recreation Department, and we have plans for raising funds for things like trash cans, bike racks, wayfinding signs, things like that. So people can donate through our website. You can go to peoplefortheparks.org, and there is a donate page, and you can make a tax-deductible donation.
Oh. Was it you or your brother Joey that fell off the top of that curly slide at Betsy Butterfield Park?
Yeah, we had to call Dr. Mano and he cracked his head open. It was on a Sunday. Yeah, I grew up at that park. I mean, baseball, football, and of course there's been improvements over the years.
Right.
Grandma had a baseball go right through her window
Yeah.
once there on Park. But our community, we are so blessed to have all of these parks and trails. I say this a lot, but anytime I host a friend from out of town, they cannot believe the park assets we have.
It is a huge part of Jackson's quality of life. It is why I chose to live where I live and why I chose to live in the city of Jackson, is because of the great access that we have to our parks and trails. I don't look at it as if that our parks and trails are in big need of rescuing. I think it is a quality of life issue that we have here in Jackson. Our parks and trails are a huge contributor to our quality of life, so why not work together to make that better? And we know that the city of Jackson has 28 parks, which is a huge number. I visited them all last summer to get an idea. And it's a really big number. And with the city of Jackson, sometimes there is a limited staff that can get to all those places, and they have a lot of demands. They do parks, recreation, cemeteries. They handle burials as well. So there's a lot that they have to do at our cemeteries even. So it's more about looking at doing the light projects like picking up sticks and leaves and trash, and maybe thinking about fundraising for things that our city can't always afford. Little extra things like maybe it's signs on the MLK Equality Trail or bike racks, just really small improvements to make our parks even better.
Don't break glass on the MLK Trail.
Or any trail for that matter.
Yeah, or any trail.
Yes.
If we want to help and are interested, what do we do?
Yes, well, we have 2 upcoming volunteer events on May 7 and May 28. And we're on social media. You can find us there on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And then you can go to our website, peoplefortheparks.org, and you can get on our email list, and you can get all the email updates about events and volunteer events and fundraisers. We're looking at doing some fundraisers this summer. We're really excited about that. I understand that everyone wants to walk along a trail and pick up trash or go around a park and pick up sticks. I understand that.
Yeah.
But we want everyone's talents. We want everyone to be able to contribute. So maybe you're not physically able to do that. You can help out in other ways with fundraising or organizing. We want to bring everyone to the table here to help our parks and trails.
You should get some shirts.
That is the next step, yes. That is on the list of things to do.
Aaron is an avid user of the parks and trails. In fact, the linear trail, he's a runner, and you were in the, I saw you Saturday at the ORS.
Yes.
FSCA 5K.
Look at that form.
It's really good. That's good for them.
Well, you have to know when you're in the photo zone, and I know that there was a JTV photographer at the finish line, so I thought this is the time to run upright and pose.
Yeah, we see a lot of people go from walking to running in
Yeah.
that spot. So how was it? Was that the first race you did in a long time?
I did the Grow Jackson
Okay.
run in early February. This one obviously was a lot easier to do, but I was very proud of myself because it was my best time as an adult. It was interesting because it was my worst time from high school cross country, but it's my best time as a 36-year-old, and I will take that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day for running, and great turnout. Turns out 160 people participated in that event, and they raised over $5,000 for FSCA. So thanks for your participation. You going to be in the next one?
I am planning on it, yes.
Okay. Yeah, you're a runner now, full time.
For sure.
Thanks for coming in.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for what you and Andrew and all the volunteers are doing for our community. Aaron Dimmick, president of the People for the Parks and Trails of Jackson. A very talented artist is our next guest on the morning show. Stay tuned.
Do you do landscaping? Yes, we do. Our landscaping is creative and innovative. We'll make sure your yard is beautiful. Do you do irrigation systems? Yes, our irrigation systems are top of the line and will be designed to fit your watering needs. What about lawn care? We do that too. Our lawn care services will continue to keep your yard healthy and help it grow. Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping, serving South Central Michigan since 1986.
Registration is open now for the 2022 Dahlem Outdoor Adventure Summer Day Camp. During June, July, and August, there are 9 one-week themed sessions for children ages 3 to 12 years old. For online registration and details, visit www.dahlemcenter.org or call the office at 517-782-3453 extension 0. Dahlem, Jackson's Nature Place, 7117 South Jackson Road in Jackson.
Comfort Keepers, we believe that an in-home care plan should be customized to each individual's needs, goals, and living situation. The best care improves quality of life by focusing on the care activities that increase engagement, improve physical and mental wellness, and bring happiness, purpose, and hope. Our services focus on physical needs and total well-being. We believe that everyone should experience the best of life no matter their age or the level of care that is needed. At Comfort Keepers, we strive to elevate the spirits of our clients and families every day. Comfort Keepers, located at 125 Irwin Street in Brooklyn. Or for more information, visit our website at comfortkeepers.com or call 517-481-2177.
The Jackson Chamber is thrilled to announce an economic luncheon with the new track president of Michigan International Speedway, Joe Fowler, on May 9th. Event takes place at Gene Davis & Sons from 11:30 to 1 p.m. and space is limited. Fowler will cover his past work experience, what he expects for the future of MIS, as well as races and other events happening at the Speedway in 2022. This event is sponsored by Michigan International Speedway, Spring Arbor University, True Community Credit Union, Raymond, and Granger Waste Services. Learn more and register at jacksonchamber.org.
On May 3rd, the voters of Western School District will consider a ballot proposal to build a new state-of-the-art elementary school at a 0 increase to the current millage rate. This is an incredible opportunity to ensure success for our students and community well into the future. As a proud Panther, I urge you to vote yes on Tuesday, May 3rd. It's time we come together for our kids and community. Go Panthers!
Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. Our show today is brought to you by Jumpstart Nutrition and Energy. Jumpstart is a place for high energy and good vibes. We're healthy bartenders and so much more. Loaded protein coffees, energy teas, and delicious protein shakes. Jumpstart, located at 1220 West Parnell Road in Jackson in the Parnell Road Plaza. Our next guest is from Mack Island Art, Tracy Royer Spring. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm already using some of your art. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. This wonderful Lake Columbia koozie. Very
Nice.
nice stuff. This is awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I saw some of your work at one of the art shows last summer.
You did.
And yeah, I was very impressed. You have really a lot of cool things, but particularly for people living at the lake, you focus a lot on that.
I do. So this is also, to me, this is a COVID type thing.
Sure.
So COVID hit and we were sent home from work and I had lots of free time on my hands all of a sudden. So I was trying to think, what can I do with my free time? Started out trying different mediums, tried some acrylic pours, didn't really care for that, tried some other things, and I landed on making these watercolor paintings of contour maps of the local lakes.
Very cool.
And so I started selling some of the paintings, and then I thought, well, what can I do to leverage these paintings more than once? And then I started scanning the images, and then on the TV screen, you see different things that I'm able to make from those images, whether it's playing cards or puzzles or mugs or, you know, other items.
That's amazing. So
Awesome.
during COVID, you just, I laid on the couch during COVID. I didn't come up with anything new like this. So what's Mack Island? What's the name, significance?
Yeah. So ironically, the road I live on is called Mack Island.
Okay.
But I also happen to love Mackinac Island. So
Okay.
it just kind of fit. But I'm like, what a cool name for a business. I can just use my street name of Mack Island.
What
That's my
lake?
granddaughter, by the way, in the top left there, in one of my onesies.
What lake are you on?
I'm on Big Wolf.
Oh.
The home of Josh Brigette.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's like, he's kind of the opposite end from where I'm
Yeah.
at, but I know where he's at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
is. Very
Yeah.
nice lake.
Yes, I love
We
it
have
out there.
wonderful lakes in town. It's unbelievable. So you're able to people are able to order from you, or if they want something in particular, are they able to get that?
Absolutely, they could. I do have an Etsy shop
Oh,
called
nice.
Mack Island Art. I've got a Facebook presence as well as an Instagram presence. And if somebody has a special order that they want, they can contact me. I do special commissions on paintings.
Nice.
You know, I've had people say, "I want can you make the Great Lakes for me?" Or can you make Loch Erin and can you make it bigger? So I'm able to do special requests as well.
Are you able to deduct living on the lake as a business expense?
No, I haven't.
That would
I
be
haven't tried
great.
that yet.
Yeah,
Try
I mean,
that.
you're out there, you've got to map the lake, you've been on the boat for the day, it's work, right?
Yeah, it's work.
So these are the lakes that you
It's a lot of
supply
lakes.
right now. Yeah,
Okay.
Lake Charlevoix, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Vineyard Lake.
Yep. So I just, over time, I just will add new ones that seem of interest. Kind of a fun little fact would be, back in January, right after Christmas, I had this gentleman, he owns a convenience souvenir store up at Higgins Lake, approached me. He found my painting on Etsy, and he said, "Hey, I'd be interested in selling."
I thought it might be a Lazy Susan, it doesn't spin.
No, it doesn't spin.
Careful.
Some Higgins Lake items. And so
Nice.
if anybody goes to the loom room up in Higgins Lake, you can find my prints up there as well as note
Nice.
cards. So yeah, I'm open to all sorts of, opportunities.
What's your favorite lake that you don't live on?
Oh, that I don't live on. I would say Devil's Lake.
Yeah.
I just think, and partly the painting for that one turned out really gorgeous and everything, but I've spent some time out there as
It's
well.
very cool. I love the colors of everything.
Everybody says when they see them that they're bright.
Just
They're-
make you feel good.
Yeah.
They're lakey colors.
Very.
Yeah, they are. So
Mother's Day is coming up. It'd be a great time
Absolutely.
to take care of your mom.
absolutely. So people, if they want to reach out, the items I have in stock that I might be able to deliver.
Oh, look, I'm going to buy these right here. Oh, cool, Clark Lake.
Yeah, so this
these-
is, I've ordered this several times. This is Bridgestone's brand new, but so yeah, Clark Lake pillows. If if you know somebody that might be interested in a gift for their home of Clark Lake, and then over here, the Mackinac Island painting is pretty new. Like I did that in the last month
This
or
is
so.
nice.
And I've already sold one of the pillows that I made from that. I can make tote bags, and I love Mackinac Island. So
It's awesome. Have you
Yes.
been to Mackinac Island since the pandemic?
you want?
Yeah.
I think we're at the Island House.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything different about Mackinac Island, or was it back to full tourism when you were there?
We tend to go in the fall when we go, so there weren't as many people there, but you still had to wear the mask inside.
Yeah.
We didn't go last summer, but we went the summer before during COVID, and then we're going back this fall. So
Cool. So it looks like you're going to continue to expand your items. I can just tell. Like you're going to come up with something
I
else. What's
am.
next on
I
the
am.
item list? I like the playing cards. This is a great.
That's a
gift
great
for
idea,
anyone.
playing cards, because
I'm
you,
looking for
Clark Lake. Every house on Clark Lake should have these on their coffee
This
table.
is-
No?
they should. So
playing cards is part of
Lake Life.
Lake Life.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
if you have any ideas, share them with me as far as product ideas. But I'm always looking for new ideas. I will be at Art Walk on May 20th. I'll be in Apricot Lane.
Nice.
Is where I'll be, and then as well, like this summer, put a plug in for Kate's Art School. Every Thursday, starting mid-June, she's going to have a market, both like vegetables, food vendors, different things. And so I'll be out there every Thursday evening if people want to find me there. And I also just yesterday put in my application for the Art Beer and Wine Festival. So
Oh,
if I get
nice.
approved, I will be there as well.
Nice.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Well, that would be awesome.
What were you doing before you got into this pandemic art kick?
So at that point, I was on the Napoleon School Board, so that was keeping me busy. And I think the week that COVID hit, when they sent everybody home, I was actually preparing. I play piano too. So we were practicing with some soloists at the high school, getting ready to go solo and ensemble that Saturday that COVID hit. And so all of a sudden, everything shut down. Just, lots of different events and different, volunteer things that I've been involved in. So
Yeah, you produce plays at high schools.
Yep, no, at Napoleon Community Schools. I partner with Karen Trudeau to produce the musicals, and I also play piano for the musicals. So I love that.
Did you know Tracy was one of the Rose Queen candidates 3 years in a row?
3 years ago.
I thought you were going to say 3 years ago. I was like, oh.
I did know that, and you took Tracy's picture.
That's right.
That's
in this very room.
Yeah.
And we have that right now.
Yes, that was a fabulous experience many, many years ago. So.
Well, it's kind of neat to. I'm transitioning into a new area of art. It's really awesome that I think you've captured the lakes, and really the community loves lakes, and here's a new way you can show off your pride for Clark Lake or Devil's Lake or Wolf Lake.
Yeah, absolutely. I give some credit to Nan Sparks. If you know Nan, I had high school art with her many, many years ago.
Nice.
In fact, I took some of my items to show her, and while she liked them, she wanted to challenge me to do more other types of art as well, which I am. I'm also branching out into doing floral art and some, got some other things going on too. So
awesome. Well, it's very, very beautiful. Continued success, and I'm sure we'll see you out and about this summer. So if anyone wants to get a hold of you yet this week, what's the best way?
Probably you can email me at macislandart@outlook.com.
Awesome.
Or look for me on Facebook under Mac Island Art and send me a message.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Artist Tracy Royer Spring from Mac Island Art. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to the Blessed Nest, the home to all your spring home decor. With everything from furniture to women's clothing, the Blessed Nest has what you need, including favorite brands like Bed Stew, Brighton Jewelry, and Kalamazoo Candles. We have everything for this Mother's Day season. Stop in and see our unique selection of women's shoes, bags, clothing, and large variety of candles and fragrances. At the Blessed Nest, you'll find something special for everyone.
Imagine a new kind of school, a school that personalizes learning around your uniqueness, personal learning style, talents, interests, strengths, weaknesses. A school that's prepared for the future of learning. A school that prides itself on being able to connect with every student, no matter the platform they choose. Level up at your pace, all while pursuing a free associate's degree and high school diploma. Start your future at Jackson Preparatory and Early College. Your place, your purpose, your future.
Registration now open for summer semester at Jackson College. Jackson College offers programs and classes designed to fit many preferences and schedules, with personnel who are committed to student success. Students may choose from in-person or online options, with sessions lasting the full 12 weeks, as well as 7-week and 5-week sessions. Summer semester begins May 9th. New students should contact the admissions office prior to registering for classes. Current students may meet with a Student Success Navigator to discuss their schedule by contacting Student Services. For information about registering, visit the website jccmi.edu.
Come along with JTV and Experience Jackson and get to know or reintroduce yourself to some of the best Jackson County has to offer. Join Andy and Rachel as they tour the county interviewing and highlighting Jackson on a visit with Experience Jackson. Whether it's golf, museums, hotels, or events, we'll give you some great ideas on how to spend time in Jackson. Watch on jtv.tv, YouTube,
Welcome back. You know, one thing I've never been to that I want to go to still, Kentucky Derby. This would have been a good year for me to go. The Aware is having their inaugural Kentucky Derby event. Southern Fare, mint juleps, whiskey, and wagering, Brandon. Wagering, which means gambling. And that's at the Commonwealth Commerce Center Grand Ballroom. Dress to Impress. Tickets $85 a person or $150 for two. And presented by Henry Ford Health, JTV, American One, Walton Insurance, among others. So I can't believe that's coming up already.
Wow, it's a Saturday. You've never been. I've never been. Ask Greg O'Connor and Gary Schultz about their time.
I don't think Greg was there. I know Gary Schultz was there.
I think Greg was there.
Gary? If Gary tried to do what he did back then, he'd be in jail.
That's right.
But Gary Schultz actually jumped the track and ran down the backstretch.
He was a streaker. He
wasn't streaking, but he actually ran down the backstretch of the Kentucky Derby.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Greg O'Connor was the streaker at that.
I don't know.
I think he was. Somebody was. Somebody from Jackson. And Tracy is on the board at Aware. So that'll be a great event this Saturday. We've got a story out of Nevada, Las Vegas, Clark County.
Clark County.
The police pulled over the driver of this car bearing this license plate. Turns out that this plate was not an official plate provided through the Nevada Department of Motor Vehicles. It was obtained by going on the internets, as Clark County Sheriff's deputies said. And the stickers, the DOT sticker on the left and the 2022 sticker on the right, they are from a box of Cracker Jacks.
Really?
Yes. And the police, of course, ticketed the driver, but yes, they cautioned, do not go on the internets to buy your own license plate and sticking some Cracker Jack stickers on it.
Bill, we had an employee here, Bill Mitch, who bought a degree online. He bought
so he could do weddings.
Yeah, he bought, but I think he had a master's degree, a PhD, his chaplainship, his So.
I didn't know you can buy license plates online.
You didn't?
No. I guess what can't you buy online?
Yeah, you can. You can. Yeah, and again, this show, today's show is brought to you by University of Phoenix. No, just kidding. But yeah, you can get a degree online for $50 if you want. So.
Speaking of Kentucky Derby, the Blue Julep, new bakery, relocated bakery, it's opening today.
It is, and I can see it across the street, so I'm very excited for Laura Davenport and her staff.
Laura's such a big Derby fan. That's why it's named Blue Julep. She's opening, and then she's going to the Kentucky Derby. So, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it should be fun, but stop by. It's amazing what that storefront has just changed.
Looks beautiful.
The block. It looks great, yeah. Join us, when? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday already. Kristen Pluta, health officer from the Jackson County Health Department, will be with us, and Rebecca Armstrong will be here, and we're going to be talking about the Al Glick Youth Football Camp, so we're looking forward to that.
Today, Kelby Wallace, Gene Logan, Jill Raymond, Sean Stenberg, Diane Washington, Lou Kubiel, and Stephanie Salisbury with Tina Beagle, all lined up for this afternoon. Thanks for watching This Morning. We'll see you today.